Hey, what's up guys? Brett here with another OP05 guide, but this time for red yellow Belo. I wanted to get this deck guide out real quick because of a comment I saw on the red purple Luffy user guide that I did not long ago. So the comment was that queen is like $80 for 4 queen. That's really expensive, so I decided to go and check out like what. First I want to thank the my one and only comment so far on the video. Thanks MD WTF for commenting. This comment really keep me going to making more videos, so thanks, and more guides. But the last statement was really shocking, and I decided to go on like TCG Player. I don't know if that's an accurate site to track like prices for ST decks, but they are, look at how much they are going for on the market. $120 for a structure deck. Why? I think here in Singapore we got it for like less than 30. That's for sure. You can get it less than 30. And then look at that. If you want to play RP Luffy with the ST10 kit and with Queen and ST10 law, the blocker law, it's going up to $600 just to play the deck. That is crazy. I'm not gonna spend $600 on the deck, which I hope isn't, but just in case I decided to do a budget deck. And I think this is one of the best budget decks out there. Especially if you are starting to get into the game and you want to be somewhat competitive, okay, this is the best deck to get into. Okay, Belo. Now let's get into it. So Belo, our leader. Okay, Revolutionary Army, 5,000 power. Effect is activate main once per turn. You may trash one Revolutionary type army card from your hand and give up to 3 of your Revolutionary type characters or characters with trigger, and gain 3,000 power for this turn. Okay, it's a very quick, very rushy kind of deck. Okay, that's what Belo do, and that's why it's kind of competitive. It keeps, once they see this leader, right, they immediately panic in some way because they know they need to establish their board really quick, because you do that. Okay, in order to do that, here are some of the core cards that we will be adding to our deck. First, our Searcher, Belo. Belo is a 1 cost, 2,000 power, 1k counter. Effect is on play. Look at your top 5 cards. Okay, review up to 1 Revolutionary Army card, add it to your hand, and put the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. Okay, this is our Searcher for the deck to look for our Revolutionary card and our first character. Every character on board is really important because you get to add 3,000 power to it. So at least this character gets to get to 5,000 when you activate your Belo effect. Okay, another core card that we are looking at is Ivankov. Okay, the effect is activate main once per turn. If this character has 7,000 power or more, play up to 1 Revolutionary Army type character with 5,000 power or less, other than Ivankov, from your hand. Okay, this allows you to cheat out all your Revolutionary Army card and get a big board established. Okay, and like I say, this deck is about going fast and hitting hard. So having Ivankov to cheat out 1 more character on the same turn is very strong. Next of our core cards will be Karatsu. The effect is really powerful. On play, if your leader has Revolutionary Army type, give up to one of your opponent's leader or character minus 1000 power. Okay, leader or character is the keyword here. So when attacking, you must have 7000 more power to give your leader or opponent's leader or character minus 1000 power. Very strong effect. And how you utilize this combination of cards is, imagine you already established such a board. Okay, you have from turn 1 to turn 3, because of Ivankov, you have already cheated, or you triggered your cracker from your life. Okay, from there, okay, you can actually use Belo effect, gain 3000 power for all of them, and then use Ivankov's effect, cheat out Karatsu, minus 1000 power leader, and at this point, okay, you still have 6 Dawn up. Okay, you can hit in for 8k, 8k, and then 7k, 7k, you still have 2 Dawns left, so you can hit in 9k, 9k, 7k, 7k. Okay, that is, they have to block, if not they have to clear their hand in order to preserve their life, and this is only at turn 3. So imagine down the road how difficult is he to re-establish the board again. And if his board is not established, that means he doesn't have blocker or any form of attackers at turn 3, or any form of removal at turn 3. Okay, this board is too much to handle. Okay, next we look at some of the cards that you can add into your deck. Okay, these are just some of the Revolutionary Army cards that is given for OP05. Okay, very strong cards, very strong tech cards as well. So depending on your playstyle, you like to remove or you like to have rush. Okay, these cards are all available to you, and they have the keyword trigger on them as well. Okay, some of them lah, not all. Okay, if not, then there are also triggers. Okay, because Belo gives the triggers the plus 3000 power as well. So here are some of the triggers that you can use to as part of your deck. Okay, most of them are the Big Mom Pirates lah. Okay, there's not a lot of other trigger cards outside of these cards, unless you talk about OP06. Then there will be another question. Okay, counters that you can add into your deck. Okay, with this set, it introduces a Revolutionary Army counter that allows you to cheat another 5000 power revolutionary character from your hand. Okay, very strong effect. Another one is Koala. Koala got a plus 2000 counter as well. Okay, on top of being a Revolutionary Army card, so you can search it, you can even drop it and then give the effect is to minus 3000 to your opponent's leader, so you can use it to remove to whatever, and on top of that is a 3000 power body that you can add another 3000 power attack onto it with your leader's effect. You can see that a lot of them are very have a lot of synergy with each other. If it doesn't matter, you have counter on you, you have a trigger on you, you have a Revolutionary Army on you. You can use it in many different ways. Okay, lastly we have our blockers. Our blockers here, I mean, you can have the ones with trigger, okay, or Revolutionary Army, or you want those with effect that can allow you to do stuff like, for example, surely you're able to take a look at the top of your opponent's life or your life. Take a look at your opponent's life. Okay, then after you can rearrange them. Okay, like a category effect. Okay, if you are afraid of their triggers. Okay, or if not, then there's a lot of blockers nowadays. Okay, then you have pound to remove any of your opponent's 3-cost characters from the board. Okay, so these are some of the blockers that you can add. Okay, now let's look at some of the tech cards that Battle Petty can have. Because of mostly the tech cards will revolve around red and rushing down the characters. Okay, so if you want, you can have the stage to look for more Revolutionary Army cards, because some of the triggers are dead in your hand. You want them to trigger, not to summon them some of the times. Okay, if not, then you have Fire Fist for removal. Okay, it's part of OP05 card. If not, then you want to have like finishers on your hand. You can have Shanks or VV. So the beauty of Belo is, yes, is most people think about it as a very rush focused leader. Okay, very rush focused leader, because of the effect. You plus 3000 to 3 characters means you must hit them all in for 3000, but that's not always the case. Okay, you can use the effect as a finisher and control the bot while controlling the bot. Okay, you don't it's not necessary that you have to rush all the time, but that's how most people play, including myself. Okay, but at times you do need to control the bot against certain leaders that have equally as fast as you. Okay, so here's some so these are the tech cards. Here's my deck profile. Okay, so some things really shocking, that is that, okay, this is the deck that I've been using for when OP05 came out in the East. Okay, I thought this was a very, very good budget deck, and I thought the price was around $45 because of some of the SRs that is in the deck, like Koala, Cracker, Sanji. So they, pretty expensive. But I didn't know that the East, the East was considered really cheap. The West, these cards are crazy expensive. This deck is $84 if I want to construct it. Okay, I took the price from a TCG player. $84 just to do this deck is ridiculous. Sanji is $8. Okay, Cracker is close to $9. Okay, Koala $2 is that is the price that I expect having to buy a SR card, not a $9 or $8 card for one SR. I would have bought a set of cards really, a play set really, here in the East. So I decided that, okay, because Belo is so versatile in the way that you put the cards in the deck, so the functionality of the cards are the same. Okay, you can add in your blockers, you can add in your triggers. Okay, so you can always very easily replace them. This is my updated budget deck. Okay, true to hard budget deck. The only expensive card is the Koala, which costs about $2 market rate. Okay, and total is $20. Okay, I think $20 is a good budget range if, let's say, you want to come in and start playing OPTCG. Okay, and this is a relatively competitive deck. Okay, I won't say this is S tier. Okay, this is more A tier. It is competitive. You can match up against quite a lot of decks. Okay, especially if they are the older kind, like if they are in OP04 or definitely OP03 and below, you can compete with most of these decks, like Law, Zoro. Yeah, very strong leader. In the OP05 meta, maybe it's a A tier. Okay, because people do panic when they see Belo coming down, and especially if you have 2 triggers, more than enough to finish your opponent. Okay, so this is what I think is a good budget deck. Okay, you may enhance it with your own playstyle. Like I said, Belo is really versatile as a leader. Okay, you can use the 3000. You can use the leader's effect as a rush component or a finisher component. Very strong leader, and the beauty of this leader, if you have this leader already, it only grows more powerful as each set comes out. Reason being is OP05 is the only set with Revolutionary Army cards that are strong. Okay, I mean, there are a lot of triggers inside as well that you can use. Okay, but the key is you need to discard a Revolutionary Army card. So as more revolutionary army cards come out and more powerful triggers come out, Belo Betty gets even stronger. It will never get worse. Okay, unless the new leaders are ridiculously powerful, which OP06 might start. Okay, I have not tried Belo Betty in OP06 yet, but I feel that it still is an A tier leader in OP06 because of the rush component. Okay, so once you have this leader, as more revolutionary army cards come out, it will get better. And okay, that is the end of my guide. And I do believe in having, like, everybody should be able to play OPTCG. Having prices so crazy should not. It shouldn't be so. First, it shouldn't be so high. It's really crazy buying like a structure deck for $100. Yeah, because structure deck cards are the only, like, you only can find certain cards in the structure decks, and that it should not cost like $100, because it should be a starting point for a lot of new players. Okay, forming a Belo Betty deck should not be the starting point for a lot of new players. Okay, so but knowing this, knowing how the West card market looks like, I might start doing some more budget decks that are competitive, or I might start looking out for more of these lah. Okay, because I have a Belo Betty deck in the East when OP05 came out, so I thought no. Because I have a Belo Betty deck in the East, so I thought it was a really good, like, budget deck. A lot of the deck is surrounding uncommons and rares. Yeah, and my core belief is, you play the style that you like, play the leader that you like. There is always a deck out there for everyone. And if you are very familiar with your deck and your playstyle, you definitely will be able to make it competitive. That's why if you go into the East side and you see how they, you look at, I think top decks are OPTCG top decks or One Piece top decks, you should be able to see, like, hey, okay, why is King winning a standard battle, or why is certain leaders winning a flagship. Okay, that's a surprise. It's because they are very clear about their own playstyle against the meta decks out there. Okay, you don't have to follow, like, don't have to play Sakazuki, don't have to play Purple Luffy, or don't have to always play Enel. It's really, really, really boring. Okay, that is my belief of the card games in general lah. Okay, play what you like, get very familiar with it, and then you'll be able to win your battles out there. If not, that's it for me. Okay, bye.